Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion.
Against Barcelona.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So that's got things underway.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. And this is Van Basten, threads one in. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Passing is crisp and sharp. It's a pretty loose pass. He's a sharp little ball here. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. It's not an especially good pass, that. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Luis Suarez. He's found a way through. Messi! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. What a delicious goal, stroked in like a maestro.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or...
Shapes! It's hit the upright, and again! Oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Scholes. Messi could try cutting inside here. Referee's had a good look and given a corner. Barcelona with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. Takes a shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Not the most convincing of passes. Scholes. Oh, it's Van Basten. Messi. And he's forced to go back. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the finish! Nicely aimed pass.
Barcelona certainly could do with a positive spell for the remainder of this half, just to set the tone for what's to come.
It's Luis Suarez! Too close for comfort. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Xavi. And it's Messi. And this is Luis Suarez.
There will be 1 minute added
It's gone
time.
all the way through to the keeper. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too...
Shevchenko! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Well, that pass isn't the best. And he's worked it through. And Messi! Now, who's going to be first to this? And it's hoisted clear. Ball's gone out of play. A noticeable change in the approach to defending here. Much more in your face.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Xavi tries to pass it through. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, the stats are pretty telling here. It's hard to argue with the scoreline when you carry so little threat. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now...
And the shot! Sticks it away! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Just the sort of forward pass he's been looking for. Very telling.
Number 9.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Great vision. And he welcomes it in. Can he finish? And it's there! Up by 3. They have their boot on the throats of their foes. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get pressed from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 99.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Neymar to come on, a change that had been mooted for a while.
Yeah, I think the manager might have feared his team could become a little tentative, conservative even, Peter, but this will make a nice change.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the look.
Messi! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
He's only too happy to take that back.
Barcelona really have been second best here, second to every ball, and they can't have any complaints about where they are now. The good thing is they haven't given up, but it's not looking favourable.
Now it's Luis Suarez, and they're back on the ball again. Scholes.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Now who's going to be first to this? And here's Neymar. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Danger averted for now.
Minute has been indicated.
And again they run up against stubborn defending. Time added on 4 minutes. Azar. Guardiola. Hernandez. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone.
Just a quick announcement. We would like to inform
How do you look
that
back on the game then, Jim?
CCTV is now
Well,
in
there was a
operation
distinct
for your
lack of
safety.
clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah. He's gone for goal! The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ball is over the line. Mosquera.
Bebeto.
Oh, he's done very well to take that back. It's a promising position. Out for a throw. Good chance here! Stojkovic for Fernando Torres. A probing pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pickford gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. We expected better, and so did he. Great vision, and he's picked out the run, and he's onside, and Torres! Oh, surely that deserved better.
Fernando Torres really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.
Veron can see things others simply cannot. He has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Now it's Beckham. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. He's found a way through. The ball has bounced loose now. That's going to go a long way. Nicked it back promptly. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Oh, he'd have done well to reach that. Darren Fletcher. And that is a little undercooked. And he cuts out the supply. Fletcher. Fernando Torres. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. Aimed beyond the defence. Scholes. Now it's Van Basten. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying.
Please turn
So
your
both
attention
teams
to the
still
screen
stuck on the
for
starting blocks here,
information provided by
0-0
local
at the break.
police. Substitution for Barcelona. Number 21, Messi. Number 9,
And we're off again.
Van Basten.
Barcelona
Number
have been the
20,
team that have had the lion's share of possession and chances.
Coming on the
Okay,
field,
they haven't got much to
number
show for it,
5,
but I think it's a case of keep going and
Number
eventually
13,
you'll get your break.
Erling Haaland. Number 11, Hazard.
Barcelona do appear to have made a
Substitutions
half-time
taking
change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
Maldini, always a very imposing presence at the back. Nice bit of trickery. And this is Torres. And that should get the job done. Vardiol promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Haaland. Still waiting for the game to take off here, 0-0. And they're not going to make any further progress now. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Scholes.
Barcelona have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Mbappe. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Costa Curta gets over and intercepts. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well timed, excellent interception. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Can he get on the end of this? And he welcomes it in. He's free, he has got space. And he's there to clear it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game...
Oh, he's been caught napping! David Villa finds himself offside. Now it's Villa. Costa Curta cuts it out. Haaland is onto this. And they've got rid. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Not the most accurate pass.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Scholes, and he's managed to get free, and he shoots! Oh, yes, it's there! Save the best for last! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was with...
And that will be the final act. Barcelona have done it. Their solitary strike ultimately proving just enough. A terrific win, however you look at it. Haaland picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
Please refrain from parking outside this
Thrilling,
stadium.
nail-biting,
Thank you
perhaps
very much for your
frustrating until the
cooperation.
very end, but we do have a winner. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, as you can see, we've already started here. Andrei Shevchenko, Jim. European Player of the Year, League winner, European champion, the top scorer in Italy on more than one occasion. It's an extraordinary list of achievements.
It certainly is. He really was the deadliest striker around. Absolutely lethal.
Goal scorer, match winner, national treasure. He is all of those things and much, much more. And this is Bebeto. Big chance for a shot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Bebeto clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Can he finish? Tried the volley, but no.
Beckenbauer cannot be faulted for trying. It was asking to be hit just a bit straighter.
Aimed beyond the defence. That's really well cleared. And claimed it back swiftly. Scholes. That has been slung wide. Looking for the run. And Baston is onto this. He's having a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. Lacking for neither time nor space, it could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, that pretty much works out as a gift due to the space he was afforded in the box.
Argentina finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Shevchenko. Oh, he's found support out wide. Takes a shot! Oh, taken with style! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Such a big goal, Peter. Just when the opposition thought they could turn the screw, they're back to square one again. The manager will be absolutely delighted with such a response.
Throw-in. Neymar. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ambitious ball here. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Well, there's the clearance. Pinches it off him. That's an imaginative pass. Scholes. Out to the right. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Beckenbauer cuts it out. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
He's having a hit! Great effort, beautifully taken.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
Oh, easy pickings there.
There will be 3 minutes at a time.
Spread out to the left. Saliba cuts out the pass. This is Messi. He's found the way. Messi! And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the glass is either half full or half empty. Neither side yet truly to impose themselves, and it's level pegging at half-time. Barcelona are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 4, Bebeto. Number 21.
Argentina get
Messi.
the second half started.
Coming on the field. Number
Barcelona
18,
clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Tries a shot! Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Van Basten. That looks a good ball through. Shevchenko. And Shevchenko! Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. Well, we're on the way.
Well, Peter, here we have one of the greatest defenders of all time, Alessandro Costa Curta.
Yeah, in a sense, understated, isn't he? Certainly, some would say underrated. He's one of the less glamorous members of the Milanese elite from the 1990s.
Yeah, but ability...
And he's let fly! And that is a little undercooked. Now, can they get him away?
They want to make the most of this turnover.
Look at the space here, and the finish! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Forlan is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Messi with the short one. Scholes gets good distance on it. That is ended up in no man's land. And no, that was never going to make it. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. White.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early... Oh, shooting chance! Goal! It is a good finish. The odds were against him. Little matter.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
After 20 minutes is number 9, Lionel Messi.
So we have our breakthrough.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
And he cuts out the supply. Ruben Neves. Tries to pass it through.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Searching pass he's played there. Wilshere. It's Van der Vaart. Very nearly half an hour gone here. Baresi makes the interception. And the counter is on. Van der Vaart. Out to the left it goes. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Rudiger cuts it out.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
He has found the way through. Great defending, strong and determined. And he's there to get it away. Aimed beyond the defence. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Yamal, who does have an assist to his name. Yamal, he's found a way through. Yamal! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things
And
have
now,
never really
please
got going,
turn
but at
towards
least
the
this will be a
screen
good
for a
time
special
to
presentation
reflect and
featuring our
regroup.
guest
I can see a few
performance today.
changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 9, Van Basten.
Here's the
Number
start of the second
21,
half.
Messi.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
This is their second corner of the game. Messi goes short, and it's made its way. Real chance! Really well taken goal. Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have terrific header. He's missed, but not by that far. Barcelona do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Quality ball. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Baresi, a picture of focus and alertness. Barcelona still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Forlan. Knocks it into space.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
He's picked his way through. Oh, look at the space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Chooses to go cross-field.
That's a great ball cross-field.
Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Takes a shot! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Mbappe looking to penetrate opposition lines. Bebeto. And Bebeto! Oh, it's hit the post! Van der Vaart. Pass somewhat off target.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vardiol. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Shevchenko. Yamal.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Tries to play it through. And it's been played through. That's going to go a long way. It's a throw-in. Mbappe. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now, what about a counter-attack?
You can never be short of runners into space, as long...
Yamal! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that's that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited and deserved to be.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, the centre of midfield, Peter, is where battles are won and lost. So I see Rodri as a player who can dominate his midfield position. He's excellent at winning and recycling the ball, as well as passing it all over the pitch. I see him as someone who's very well suited now even to those highest tempo games.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Maradona, nicely weighted ball. That's a shade optimistic.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Now that looks a decent ball. And this is Bebeto. And Bebeto! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. And he's gone looking for safety. Threads one in. No, not quite on the same wavelength. Oh, well played. So we're still where we started right now. McAllister. And he plays one through. And he was alert to it. Rodri. And it's Rodri. Nicely aimed pass. That ball looks a good one. Oh, that's fabulous. Maradona! McAllister gets rid without sophistication. I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. Barcelona finding their passes. Barcelona couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing. And he's only too happy to take that back. Messi. Barcelona ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Boca Juniors clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Pass somewhat off target. Now it's Bebeto. Pass is just off target. Nice interception, well timed. Scholes. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, it's Dembele. He's on it. Can he get away? It's Abubakar! That's a half-decent try.
Well, he's furious with himself, but at least the boss is applauding his effort then.
Nicked it back promptly. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Just a quick
No
reminder
goals at this
today,
stage, but
please
certainly
refrain
not devoid
from
of
parking
action.
outside
It
this
is 0-0
stadium.
here at
Thank you very
half-time.
much for your cooperation. Substitution for Boca Juniors. Number 21. Number 4.
And the action is back on the way.
Number 23.
Barcelona are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Coming on the field, number 11, number 6,
Barcelona come out this half somewhat altered.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
number 2.
Passing is crisp and sharp.
Substitutions taking place.
Great vision. This looks promising. Big chance! And he hits the net. The breakthrough arrives at last. The movement so precise. The finish sumptuous.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Number 11.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Boca Juniors have penetrated for the first time.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly...
Modric! It's bounced back off the post. And yes, it's there! And this is getting better and better. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability.
Can he finish? Oh, that wasn't far away.
Well, look at him. Furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He is through here. Turan receives it in and he shoots! Oh, denied brilliantly.
Turan is offering a wry smile there. All he needs to do is to pass this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
That should get the job done. He's having a shot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And they are pulling clear here. You don't keep those outs. He just knew.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Boca Juniors find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Can he get on the end of this? No, that was never going to make it. Aimed beyond the... It's Maradona! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
And he's taking no chances there. Boca Juniors are looking to go forward now. And that has put paid to that. Danger averted for now. Passing nice and neat. That's the keeper's ball.
Barcelona truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
Palmer has found the net here, of course. And here's Yildiz. Maradona.
There will be
Turan.
5 minutes added time.
5 minutes to add. He's in a great position here. Has a shot! And that is certainly not what he had in mind. Modric. And back to the goalkeeper. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Well, Peter, I really couldn't see what this team was trying to achieve, whether it's the manager's message not getting through or not having the right players in the right positions. It all looked a bit lost.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here.
Frank Rijkaard's presence here in the middle will be massive, Peter. He's so physically dominant, such a destroyer.
But he does have a certain X-factor as well, doesn't he?
Yeah, and that's the side of his game that makes him so special, that ability to play on the front foot, triggering counter-attacks, quickening the tempo, and even carrying the ball forward, you know, if required.
Which has come to be expected from players in that position now, but at the time, of course... And a chance! Superb goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. Quarter of an hour played.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Koundé, Nottingham trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to...
Could be danger here! That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van de Ven. Bebeto, and Bebeto! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Barcelona with the corner, they're first. Big header! And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Tries from distance. It's a loose ball. There's the shot! And he's really put himself on the line here. This is their second corner of the game. Rijkaard tries to clear. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And now a sudden chance to counter. It's Bebeto. Cannavaro deals with that comfortably. And this is Batistuta. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Not the most convincing of passes. Oh, that is asking for trouble. He's shifting through the gears here.
There will be 1 minute added time.
It's bounced back off the post. And the half-time whistle goes. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time, because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 12, Jordan Pickford. Number 15.
And that's the start of another 45 minutes.
Number 24.
Barcelona can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
On the field, number 1, Thibaut Courtois.
Changes him with that pass.
Number 19,
More and more pressure on the ball here.
Number 3, Franz Beckenbauer. Number
Looking to
5,
play him in.
Mbappe.
That's really well cleared. Nicked it back promptly. Mbappe. Barcelona different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
All the way back. Araujo gets across to intercept that. Costa Curta. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Nice sequence of passes, this. Foden. Neymar. Your impression so far, Jim?
Barcelona are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Maradona. Maradona! Oh, it's come loose. Barcelona have got it back and they'll have another go. He's gone for goal. Oh, the ball's come loose here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Great vision. Oh, that's a key interception. Barcelona finding their passes. Oh, that's a fine interception.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. And he's there to retrieve it. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Strokes it back. Foden shoots! And yes, it's there! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. A mere formality, nigh on a certainty, he is truly in the zone.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
Nottingham are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They played with great courage to try and kill this off, and
there goes the final whistle. A performance of perspiration, work rate, grit, and those are very good qualities that might have got them something on another day. Sadly, not today.
Those of you making their way
How would you
home on
summarise
public
what we've seen today then, Jim?
please
well,
watch
there
the
was a
screens for
distinct
train
lack of
departure times
clarity
from all
or
local major
commitment
stations.
in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty lethargic, and they were ruthlessly exploited, and deserved to be.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So it's down to business here. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves when you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football.
Yamal! Now that has posed a few awkward questions.
He actually looks pretty annoyed with himself there. He's usually better than that.
There's a sharp little ball here. Scholes. For Messi. Yamal. Threads one in. And this is Batistuta. Hangs one in. And one more try! Batistuta is flagged offside.
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
Scholes. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, he's got space here. Ruben Neves. And here's Van Basten. Yamal makes the interception. Looking to play him in. Oh, what? It's Van Basten! And he has kept it out somehow.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well, it's Bebeto. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Still goalless. Can he get it through? Shot could be on. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Ruben Neves. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Pass is just off target. Nicely spread. Yamal. Yamal. Neymar. And it's Ruben Neves. Kvaratskhelia. He's tried one! Oh, screamer! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And Portugal score first. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Portugal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So we have the first goal.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Portugal with the corner, they're first. Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. They play cross-field, changing the point of attack.
Good switch, that.
And it's Beckham. And he welcomes it in.
There will be 1 minute
Oh, good
added
read.
time.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
It's a loose ball. And he's managed to get rid. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Today's match day programs
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
Substitution for Barcelona. Number 15, Williams Saliba.
So off we go once more.
Vardiol.
Barcelona really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Number 20.
Oh, smashing header! He's got a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
The goal scorer.
Utterly unsophisticated, but stuck away with unashamed certainty.
Oh, it's a fantastic assist as well, Peter. Delivered at pace, the diversion, that's all that was needed.
Portugal are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
And he's quick to snatch it back. Now it's Stoichkov. Now it's Bebeto. Kvaratskhelia. Great ball if he can get there. And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Portugal find a position of real strength now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Stoichkov, and he lost. Terrific header! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
Portugal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
That is a little undercooked. Barcelona disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Played into the box. Mbappe! A real chance and a real let-off.
Mbappe really reacted very
progress.
quickly there, but couldn't quite find the finish he needed.
Griezmann. Well, he's looking to get away, but the defending is persistent, adhesive. He's shifting through the gears here. Mbappe! It's in! Just cruising! They are cruising! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and went... Maradona! Oh, he really got hold of that.
Oh, it's a brilliant effort, you have to say that. He clearly wanted to do it in style.
Nicely aimed pass. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, no question, that's a foul. Now it's Goulet. Lovely pass, but can he get there? He's picked his way through. Hit into the... Up he goes! No way through there. Beckham tries to pass it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Batistuta. Costa Curta deals with that comfortably. And this is Batistuta. Quality ball. Maradona. And that has not gone well. And that is that. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Barcelona desperately failing to